Hey folks, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. Last time we got our sulfuric acid production started, sort of set up to get started. And now that we actually have the devices out in place, I want to take a look at what the actual recipe is, what my efficiency numbers are, where I'm like short, where I can improve things, and then we'll copy this a few times to really ramp this up as much as we need to be making our graphene. So let's take a look. What are our shortfalls here? The lack of material is definitely the refined oil. So we're doing 10 recipes per minute. The recipe calls for 6 refined oil. That means we need 60 refined oil. And what are we actually producing? So everything from this recipe is going directly into this recipe, along with coal, and it is producing 15 recipes per minute, which outputs 3 refined oil. So we need, that's 45. It's producing 45 refined oil per minute, and we need 60. So, let's think about this. If I make 4 of these setups, that then would be enough for 3 of these, right? Right. Okay. Yes, if we make 4 of these setups, that should be enough for 3 of the chemical plants. So let's see, what's the right way to do this? We are curving around the planet here. All right, well, let's... Now, what is this? This is the coal. I'm not sure I like how this is set up right now, with this curve being the way it is, so I think I'm gonna delete it and rebuild it. I think we actually need to do something like this. Yeah, there we go. And then let's start putting down some additional output here. Let's go ahead and... So we're going to want 4 of these, which means we need 6 more refineries. We actually have those, exactly what we need. So right now they're facing this way. Let's see. How much space do I want to leave here? I do need space to get in behind them to put in the stone and trade off. And I need to trade off the materials. So let's leave like a good... What's that? 1, 2, 3... Let's leave 3 full squares. And then... I think... I can't quite tell. Yeah, I think it's right like this. And then there should be space in between for the first line to output the hydrogen. So let's check that. So we output hydrogen. And then input the same. I think we'll get 1 extra conveyor layer here. So you are hydrogen. And then I wonder, can I copy this filter? I can copy the filter. Cool. Okay. So there's that. And then we need another thingamajig back here to transfer the refined fuel. And then the one on the left is the first recipe. And then second recipe over here. Okay.
Insufficient materials.
And then we just come from here to here, like so. Let's copy this. That's refined fuel, that's refined fuel as well. Okay. So then, we've got raw oil coming in. We can send that along this side. The stone... Where's the stone coming in? Oh, the stone doesn't come in here. So the only thing this takes in is refined... The only thing this takes in is the raw... crude oil. Not raw oil, crude oil. So I think now we can make a... We can just copy this with the blueprint mechanism and make 3 more. Or 2 more. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we said we wanted... So if we look at that, we've got 1, 2, 3... I can't quite tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. So... Oh, that actually is helpful. So it's 2 grid lines between the conveyor belts. So we go there. Right, and then we go there. Okay. So that should have all the filters and the recipes set up. Let's run the crude oil line up now. Right up to here. Connect that up. I'm going in the middle here. I'm going in the back. Okay. Looks like I need 1 more. There we go. Okay. Let's power these on and get them producing. So can I... Oh, it looks like I can. It looks like 1 tower here should power everything. I think. Yeah, that'll power everything. Looks like those are working. Okay. So then, the output. We need to take in... We need to take in coal... on this as well. I forgot about that. Okay, so let's take in some coal. Because this recipe doesn't need it. Then I have a problem with power again, so we'll need another power tower set over here. Like that. Okay. So those should now all be producing large amounts of refined oil. Now the issue we have is we need to tie all of them together, which would mean I think we're gonna have to move this. Because I don't know if we can hop over. Well, maybe we can. But this coal line might be too close. Yeah, we have an output problem. So the output of the refined oil needs to behave differently. So we're going to get rid of this temporarily. We're going to change the way this works. So these are outputting just raw oil, right? Or refined oil, right? Okay, let's see. So if I build... Can I go like this? Looks like I can. Let's get that built. Refined oil will come out onto this belt. Okay, so refined oil is coming out. That's enough for 3 sulfuric acid chemical plants. And then we need to feed in both... We need water. And then we need output as well. So we need to put in oil, we need to put in water, and we need to put in we need to put in the water, and we need to put in the stone, and we need to output the sulfuric acid. So let's figure out how to do that. Okay. So how do I want to do this? I think we want to loop the fuel back around and send it this way. So let's do that with a splitter here.
Materials.
I don't have a splitter. Okay. Let's get a splitter down to hop over the coal line here. Is there room for me to... We're gonna have to change this line too, the stone line. Okay, we'll figure it out. Let's start by bringing the refined oil back around once it's all collected. So let's throw down that splitter. We want one that will switch things around. I can't tell which is higher. Yeah, okay. So this will collide, unfortunately. I mean, the other thing we could do is ignore the splitter and just do a loop. Like so. And then bring this back. I guess that's fine. Okay. So fuel is going to come along here. And then we'll have stone come up the other side, I guess. Yeah, you'll come up here like so. We'll figure out the rest as we go. I might need to move the water as well. I think I do need to move the water as well. Let's delete this. And all of that. Okay, I've got a bunch of stuff in here I need to delete. How do I... There we go. I can control click to select it all. Okay, there we go. Delete the litter. All right. So we're going to have 3 lines. Let's put the water production back slightly differently. I don't think I want this here anymore either. Okay, so then if we're gonna get the water pumps out, I can do that. And that. Now, I might need more than this, actually. I don't know. I might need more stone as well. What is this gonna produce? 55 per minute? And then what's the recipe at the chemical plant? So, like, assume we have a bunch of these. Let's just build one to start. So the water will come up here as well.
A landing relay station detected.
What? A landing relay station is on Alwade 3. The Dark Fog Space Hive regularly dispatches relay stations to land on planets to collect matters. Relay stations are expelled or destroyed to suppress this tendency of the Hive. A relay station cannot land on the surface covered by planetary shield. Alright, so there's some problem going on over there. At number 1. Is that feeding in? I can't tell. It is feeding in. Okay, good. Let's get rid of all our water that we just picked up. So I still think it's so strange the way that they've made water be transported in blocks. I guess there's some sort of like membrane coating holding it in that shape, but it's very odd. All right, so sulfuric acid. We're gonna need... Okay, let's think about this. We are doing 10 recipes. We need 60 refined fuel per minute. We need 80 stone. And we need 40 water. So stone... stone should be... We might have an input problem here with sorters. I might need, like, sorter Mark 3s. So what do we need? We need... Yeah, we're going to do 10 per minute, so we need 60 refined fuel. If I use a sorter here, a sorter Mark II, rather, to take refined fuel in there, that's going to be the full 3. So that's only going to get 45. That's not going to get enough. And I only have so many inputs here. Can I make one of these? 6 trips per grid should do it. I think I can make some of these.
Materials.
I can, and I think I need to. So let's make 10 of these sorter Mark IIs to start. Or sorter Mark IIIs. This is our first time making and using these. Apparently I had to make some whatever these things are first. Okay.
Complete.
Sorter Mark III, we have to use you for the refined fuel. So this is making 2 trips per second, so that'll deal 120. That's enough. I think a sorter Mark II wouldn't do it. It would be like, I think it'd be 45. Anyway, do we need one for the... Do we need one for the stone? I don't think we do. I think we can use an ordinary Mark II, because the stone... Let me check my math here. This is going to send over... Yeah, 90 per second, and we actually need 80. Or 90 per minute, and we need 80. And then the water should be fine with a Mark II as well. So if we put that in... Nice. Okay, that looks good. So we can support 3 of these, and then we have output for the sulfuric acid on the other side. This is nice. This I'm happy with. This is a good layout. Now the question is, if we're consuming 40 water, do we need another pump for 3 of these? So we'll need 120 water. These are making 110. So we will actually need 1 more water pump, I think, for full efficiency. And we'll have excess water, but that's okay. It just won't go that fast. So let's start by making a copy here. Let me get this. And hopefully the 3 sorters. There we go. Okay, let's copy that and make 3 more. Did that work? What happened over here? Something broke. Oh, I don't have a chemical plant.
Insufficient materials.
Okay, it looks like this is working as intended. Yes, we've got 3, and these should be operating at like full 100% operation. We will need 1 more pump, which will not operate very fast. We need another water pump. I actually have a spare. Looks like I can slot it in here. Oh, that's so nice. So this one will only work. We need 10 of 55, so it'll be like, what is that? 17% of the time it'll be running. The rest of the time it won't. Or maybe it'll split between these 3. Now, why aren't you producing? What's going on here? Product overflow, right, okay. So these guys are now producing. The recipe is 4 sulfuric acid 10 times a minute. So 40, 80, 120. Producing 120 sulfuric acid. That is not a bad day's haul. Let's come over here and let's clean up our extra belt stuff that we don't need. So, let's see. You can go away. And you can go away. You know what? For aesthetic reasons, I am going to leave that one extra unused piece of belt. Okay, this is looking good. Let's collect up our sulfuric acid and stick it down, at least for now, in a storage container. I think we'll just do like, maybe like that. And then we'll throw down... Let's come from the front. Yeah, okay. That looks good. Okay. Much better setup. And honestly, like if I could guarantee the location of the water, I would just copy this entire blueprint because that's pretty cool. Let's see if we're producing enough, if we're collecting enough stone with these drones. It'll be kind of hard to tell at first. So this is around 90. 2 empty spots and around 90 stone. Let's come back a while later and see if we can see. Now this should be consuming all of the refined oil, so we shouldn't need extras. Like, we shouldn't need a storage tank over here. If it gets backed up, that's fine. It'll just, these will go a little bit less. But I think we can delete this as well. Nice. That is looking pretty clean. I am pretty happy with that. 120 sulfuric acid per minute. Storage tank can hold how much? 10,000 fluid. Very nice. Okay. We got a nice direction for the output to go. Now, all of this sulfuric acid was meant to produce graphene. So, how do we make graphene? That's our next recipe. And we have our coal here for the energetic, or for the, what is it? Excited energetic graphite, I think. Let's take a look at our recipes. So, graphene takes 1 sulfuric acid and 3 energetic, what is it called? Energetic graphite, right? This cannot be produced in the replicator. It can only be produced in the chemical facility. So if we have 120 sulfuric acid per minute, that means we need 3 times that much coal and as many chemical facilities as that requires. So let's think about that. Let's figure that out. So the recipe takes 3 seconds, which means it can produce, it can do 10 recipes per minute, which uses, no, I'm sorry, 20. It can do 20 recipes per minute, right? Times 3 seconds. So it'll use 20 sulfuric acid. Okay. So we're going to need 6 chemical facilities to process all of this. But we will be producing a absolute unit amount of this graphene. So 6 chemical facilities, and then that's going to require, what, 360 energetic graphite per minute? Let's find out about energetic graphite from coal. Boy, 360 per minute is going to be hard to come by unless we drain this coal. I might be overproducing the sulfuric acid, but you know what? We might have other uses for it down the line. So maybe I don't worry so much about the fact that I might be making too much. Like, it's nice that, now what happened here? What's going here? Lack of material, stone. Did we already run out of stone? Oh, I don't think it can output it fast enough. Let's upgrade this. That'll put out more stone. But then, yeah, I don't think we're going to be I don't think we're going to be serving this with the drones fast enough. It's not dropping too slowly.
Flight mode.
And yeah, so what happens if we overproduce sulfuric acid? We're not consuming enough. Then these shut down, this shuts down, some of these shut down. It'll keep this storage tank full, and like, I guess that's all of that's basically okay, right? It's all fine. So I don't think we're using anywhere near as much coal as this thing is outputting. Let's just get some energetic graphite and graphene stuff set up. So let's go back and look at this one more time. We're gonna need, let's see, to do one chemical facility will require 20 recipes times 3 is 60, and we can produce 30 per minute at a smelter, right? 2 coal, the recipe fires off 30 times a minute, producing 30 energetic graphite. So for 60 we just need 2 smelters consuming coal. Let's do 2 chemical facilities. So we'll do 4 smelters. All right, we'll start with that. Let's go ahead and get 4 arc smelters. I'm gonna need 2 more. Let me go ahead and produce a bunch. So let's see, our sulfur's over here. We're going to need another coal miner. I think that's probably fine. And then we'll smelt the coal. We'll smelt the coal back here. So let's put down 4 arc smelters.
Replication complete.
That looks good. All right, you guys are going to make energetic graphite. That then feeds into 2 chemical facilities. 2 chemical plants.
Materials.
We need 2 of these, along with the sulfuric acid. I think we'll leave space to maybe squeeze another coal mine in if we need to. So let's come to here. Maybe like this. And then put down the chemical facilities. Or the chemical plants. Now these... I guess we need to do it this way. So 1, 2, like that. And then I need another... No, I need to move them a little bit so that I can get the sulfuric acid in as well. Okay. Let's move you over. If you're making energetic... Or if you're making graphene, you need 3 of those and 1 of these. So... and then the recipe is 20, so you'll be using 60. All right, so we don't need to worry too much about the sorters. Let's put these down again. Production. Chemical plant. Okay. We need a little bit of space because we're going to need another... Which way do I want this facing? I think I want it facing this way. Okay. So you're going to take in coal with sorter mark 2. Let's set your recipe to graphene. There's an advanced recipe, but we don't have that yet. Okay, you're gonna make graphene. Let's copy and paste. All right. Don't need you. And then we'll send a line of sulfuric acid over as well. Like this. We'll pull that in. Looks like it'll only work there. So that's fine. Let's change this then. I deleted too many. Very close now. Okay, so those will take in the sulfuric acid and the energetic graphite that this all will produce. And then for output, we'll have graphene. Let's see what that looks like. For this, I don't know how much of this we're going to need, but I think I'm going to make a fairly large storage here. Or maybe, yeah, let's make, I don't know how much this will make, but let's make as much as we can so that we're not constantly like just trying to get it, so that it's always running and always making. To do that, let's make as many of these as we can. Let's make like 10 of these bigger storage depots and then stack them up. So while that's working, we'll set up the power stations. Let's see. That will cover almost everything. And then we'll need one more like so. And it's gonna miss one little guy right there, huh?
Complete.
I guess we'll need something like this. And then over here as well. I can't tell. Where's the line I want? Right there, right? Okay. Okay. And then let's put down a big ass storage space for our lovely graphene. Connect it up. Let's see. Did this work? Why aren't you? What's your problem? Lack of material. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, I don't have outputs. I don't have outputs. Okay, let's see it. I think it's working. That, ladies and gentlemen, is graphene. We're finally there. And we're gonna build up a giant inventory stack of it. So how much are we making here? Let me remind myself. 20 per minute of the recipe, which puts out 2. So we're making 40 per minute, and there's 2 chemical plants. So we're making 80 graphene per minute. It's gonna take forever to fill this up. But it'll just keep working and working and working. So depending on how much of this we need, we may be back here to build more of this, but look at that. There's my sulfuric acid and graphene production line. And it's all set up. It actually works. How about that? Huh? You thought I couldn't do it, didn't you? You terrible viewers not having faith in Josiwe. How dare you? How dare you, sir or madam or non-binary person? How dare you? Okay. So with graphene under production, we can hand roll, I believe now, finally, 20 episodes later, some assembler Mark IIs. Let me take the first 100 here off the production line and build some commemorative assembler Mark IIs. Let's see. I need processors. How do I make processors? I need micro crystalline components. All right, let's go. I think we set up, did we set up a little boutique chain at the mall for this?
Flight mode.
I think we did. We might need another supplier for, yeah, we're gonna need another supplier for the stone. Although, again, we're not using anywhere near as much sulfuric acid as we have. So once this hits 10,000, Some of this will back up and the stone should fill up, which will be fine. Okay. What was I gonna get? I was gonna go over to the mall and check for my... By the way, those logistics bots travel a long way. I don't know what 60 degrees is, but it's a long way. I mean, maybe that's right at the limit, but that feels like a sixth of the planet, maybe a little bit more. 60 arc degrees should be 1/6 of the circumference of the planet, so it feels like that's going well. I think we already got some upgrades for that, didn't we? If we... Communication control, is that this? No, that's construction drone tasks. Would be under logistics. Where's logistics? Can I get more inventory capacity? No, of course not. I need yellow. I need yellow cubes. Distribution range. Yeah, we did get an upgrade here. So the next one adds another 20 degrees, but we'll need yellow cubes for that. And we get drone flight speed and logistics bot flight speed. Oh, which one do we have? We have the bots, so we don't have drones yet. But we can increase our flight speed for the drones and their carrying capacity and stuff. So there's definitely more we can do with those drones or bots or whatever they are. All right, where's my mall? I don't really remember. I'm flying like entirely the wrong way here. Oh, are we this close to it? I guess we are. Okay. Processors. Did I build processors? Let me turn my icons back on. I think I built... Yeah, I built some processors here. Nice. Let's grab some of these. Okay. So we got 200 processors and 100 graphene. How many of these bad boys can we make? I need the opposite amount. Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's drop off the processors. We only need 50. Let's get a depot going. And a little boutique chain, as we've been doing. So I love the idea that we're going to use a crummy assembler to make the really good assemblers. I like that somehow. Okay, you go there. And we need another depot here.
Materials.
Did I really run out of depots? Okay. What am I out of? I'm out of iron again. Okay.
Flight mode.
Let me go get some iron. I know we have the bigger depots, but I actually, for a lot of this stuff, I don't feel like I need them. So I'll just keep using the smaller ones for now. Oh, you can actually land on buildings? I didn't know that. Okay, let's do connections with sorters. You are going to be making assembling machine Mark II. And here's your ingredients: graphene and processors. Lovely. You just need power now. What's going on? Oh, you need assemblers as well, huh? I forgot about that. Okay, so how many do you need? 1. So I put in 50. I need a quarter of that. 25, 12 and a half. I need like 13 of those. How many do I have in my inventory right now? 4. All right, let's make a few more. Do I have a chain? Do I have a chain for those? They would be buildings. I feel like I did this at some point. What are you making? Yeah, we have some here. All right. Let's just take like half of that. There we go, 13. That's fine for now. Plop those in. So this should make, I guess, 13. Now, what is it complaining about? Assembly. What did I put in? Oh, did I put in turrets? I put in Gauss turrets. I put in the wrong thing. Okay. Well, I thought we had a production line for the Mark 1s, but I guess we don't. What's involved in making these again? More of this nonsense. All right. Let's just craft some so we have them. And I'll stick 13 of them in here. Where are they? Right here? Boy, that takes a while to make, huh? Okay. Man, it's like every time I think I'm done with something, there's another thing I have to do. I guess that's this game.
Replication complete.
I really could have sworn we had a depot for those. What was this going to be? Oh, that's going to be Sorter Mark 2. Okay. Well, guess what? Now you're going to be Sorter Mark 1, probably. Or rather, Assembler Mark 1. Let's actually stick one in here, just so we remember that that's what we're going to do. And then the rest of these go over here. Oh. Over here. There we go. Okay, so I think it's like 8 or 9 episodes since I decided I wanted to make these, the Assembler Mark IIs. And we finally got to the point where we can make them. Now, obviously, we still have tons of issues. We need to build probably 8 billion logistics drones and set up a bunch of whatever they're called and figure out how to do this. I'm probably going to have to rebuild this entire mall later with other technology because it's too, like, it's too dependent on me providing materials, which when I was originally setting this up, I thought like, oh, it'll just all be working while I'm away, but it's not. I can't provide enough materials. I guess I should be using like much larger depots, or no, I should be using the logistics drones to feed in the materials that we need. Although I don't know how you do that for recipes that have more than one component. Like, how would you do that? I don't know that you could, because the thing you stick on top of the depot only allows one type. So I guess you'd have to have like, yeah, I'd have to rebuild the whole mall to make it automated the way I want. Because like I'd need space for like, for some of these, I'd need space for 4 conveyor belts to get over here from depots with 4 different logistics setups to receive the items from wherever. And then I'd have to make sure I had enough production to supply all of them too. So that would be a lot of work. But the good news is we did make a bunch of these, which I really wanted for a long time. So obviously we've got like 500 Assembler Mark 1s lying around. But the one I really wanted to do was over here. And this will be overkill, but let's get these upgraded. Oh, that feels so good. That feels so good, you guys. Okay, that feels like a great place to take a break. I have no idea what we're going to do next episode. I've got too many things I need to do. Probably we'll look into science. Since we can't do any science right now, we need yellow cubes. We'll probably look into that. But that's going to be it for this time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you enjoyed my sulfuric acid into graphene into... oh no, more production chain problems. And then finally, producing these lovely aquamarine Assembler Mark IIs. Ah, no more 0.75 production rate. A full 1.0 production rate on these bad boys. Love it. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Take care. Bye.